Hey folks, this is Julian with Gas Giant Games, and this is the first of what will be many monthly updates on our progress with Project Hellstead. Jumping right in, we've got a new zone. This is the Swamp. We actually do have a number of other zones in development, and will be coming online fairly shortly. Our big engineering push for this milestone was our objective system. In most bullet heaven games, the objective is just simply stay alive, but we felt that there was room for a lot more depth and variety by giving the player sort of objectives to perform within different time ranges within the run. You can see in the upper left-hand corner below the timer, it says next objective in 3.39 minutes. Skipping ahead, we have spawned the first objective, and it says defeat the Herald of Death. And in this case, the Herald of Death is a mini-boss that you need to find on the map and then, of course, kill. This could have been any number of random objectives, and we have many different types planned and a number already implemented. Things from hunt down this monster, a particular monster like this one, to collect a number of beacons. Beacons are the like shrines in, I think, in most of the games. We'll get into why they're called beacons for us later. But for now, the update is simply that the objective system is fully implemented, and what remains is expanding on the actual variety of different types of objectives as the content for this system. Next up is a major combat design pass across the entire game, and for this we scrubbed every single monster, looking at their standoff ranges and their indicator sizes and standardizing their hitbox ranges and things like that, plus a whole range of visual improvements. And so here you can see me basically testing the escapability range by making sure that the slot between the indicator and the hitbox is roughly 10%, so that no version of your feet outside the indicator would result in damage. And we have a number of visual changes for what we would call monster affixes, and this one is teleport mines, which used to be a lot taller and really opaque. Next up is Stone Smash, which is a large lobbed projectile. When it's lobbed, you don't care about it in the air. You're only concerned about where it's going to land. But when it's super bright like it was, it's confused with projectiles that you do care about, and that's confusing. So we just darkened it to get it below that range where it looks like damage. Some updates to ice sheet tuning. The idea is that the monster casts a sheet of ice and then you are severely inhibited the way you would be on ice. But the previous version, there wasn't a lot of inhibition. Instead, you just sort of moved really fast, and this ended up being mostly advantage to the player, and that is not the case anymore. Monster colors is a really big issue. We want to make sure that they are always standing out, and we have a lot of different varieties and recolors for variations on them. We expect this to be a very monster-heavy game compared to others, so this is also going to be like an ongoing task of making different variants. We also updated our Global Elite look system to cover the monster less but still be very visible. And we updated our monster projectile system so that we can easily choose between multi-shot, homing, or even combinations of those two. And lastly, we have a new monster to the game, the Slime. And we've got lots of really cool gameplay ideas lined up for these guys. Here I want to give a big shout out to Jenga Effects. We are a very small team of just 4 people who have to wear lots of different hats, and without their tools, I just would not even get a quarter of the VFX work done that I do, such as this liquid sim that I use for the slime death, which I did in Liquid Gem. Hellstead's going to need lots of beacons, and we really want to make some that are global and some that really fit better in a zone, so it's just going to be an ongoing thing that we're making new beacons all the time. Not a lot of work on player skills this milestone, but one that we did get in is the final implementation for conduction. And the way this works is that it casts a persistent lightning bolt towards the ground, and that location lags behind the player. It does move, but it lags, and this allows the player to reorient that bolt relative to their own position, which creates a really cool and unique gameplay opportunity. And as we wrap, I'm going to leave you with some footage from a new zone that will be coming soon, which is our first interior zone known as the Sun Temple. And I also want to acknowledge a lot of work that I can't really show in an update like this, which is the tireless effort around tuning that Jay puts into the game and manages to keep it fun on a daily basis. Thank you, Jay. And with that, we'll see you next month. Take it easy, everybody.